It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Live, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Jamarion Johnson, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Ansley Pavacek and Vince Delicio. How are you guys doing tonight, man? Talk to me.
Well, I'm doing I'm doing great, JMO. We just came on. I actually recently got home from a great game between Palo Verde and Bishop Gorman baseball. So high scoring affair. So it was a great night.
That's great to hear.
Definitely a great night. It was a great week. It was a little bit quieter here in Arizona. It was spring break. Obviously, you guys were working this week. You've carried the load on production of everything, culminating with tomorrow morning's Varsity Sports Radio show that we'll talk about later in the show. But first, we got a great show tonight. What do we got?
Indeed. Ansley, why don't you tell us what we got, man? Talk to us.
Okay, thank you. I'll start us off. And we actually have a great segment by Amaya Lucero from UNLV talking about the Mountain West tournament.
Hi, I'm Amaya Lucero from UNLV with the Varsity Sports Show, talking to you all about the upcoming Mountain West Conference. The Mountain West Conference is making its way back to Las Vegas this week and weekend. Several college men's and women's basketball teams will compete this time at the Thomas & Mack Center. The games in Las Vegas will kick off on Wednesday, March 11th, with several teams playing against each other. They will continue on through Thursday, March 12th, continue on through Friday, March 13th, with the championship game happening on Saturday, March 14th. Teams you can see playing are GCU, San Diego State, UNM, UNR, UNLV, Colorado State, and many more. UNLV's men's basketball will be playing against Wyoming on Wednesday, March 11th at 12 p.m. If UNLV wins that game, they will go on to play Utah State Thursday, March 12th at 12 p.m. All games will be streamed and broadcasted. Be sure to check out the Mountain West Conference app or website for all game information and all broadcast updates.
That was great to hear. And next on the show, we have Andres Salazar talking the AUA arm wrestling competition prep. Take it away.
What's up, guys? It's Andres Salazar from Varsity Sports Show at UNLV. And this weekend, I will be competing in something a bit different than usual, as I will be competing in my first ever arm wrestling tournament right here in Las Vegas at the North American Open Arm Wrestling Championship 2026. I will be stepping into the 170-pound amateur division for both the right and left arm here. And needless to say, I'm feeling prepared and confident overall. I feel good. So here's a look on how preparation has been going leading up to the competition. For most of my mornings, it would start with grip and wrist training using a handheld gripper. Grip strength is one of the most important aspects of arm wrestling, so I spend time working on controlled repetitions to strengthen my hands and forearms and wrist. That kind of training helps develop the ability to maintain control at the table and resist the pressure during a match. I try to mix it up and move the handheld gripper in different positions to strengthen my forearms. And after that, the focus shifts to the gym, where I start with arm and wrist stretches to warm up the muscles and joints. Stretching the forearms, wrists, and elbows is important because arm wrestling puts a lot of stress on those areas. And staying loose helps prevent injury while also improving flexibility and control. As usual, I like to mix it up with the stretches, make sure I get everything loosened up and warmed up. Because from there, the main part of the workout involves heavy weight training, especially with dumbbells. Exercises focus on the biceps, forearms, and upper body strength, help build the pulling power needed in arm wrestling. And these workouts are designed to improve arm strength, wrist stability, and endurance, which are all key elements when you're trying to control your opponent's hand and apply pressure during a match. Also, I like to add a variety of different exercises because I feel like arm wrestling is a sport that people underestimate, and there's a lot more that goes into it. Such as doing pull-ups, because posts really help with the form and arms overall. And for me, arm wrestling has always been a sport I've enjoyed watching because growing up, two of the athletes that really inspired me were Devon Larratt and John Brzenk. Because watching their matches over the years and seeing the level of technique, strength, and strategy they bring to the table made me appreciate how competitive the sport really is. All the preparation seems to be done now. Now it's time to see how it translates at the table at my first ever arm wrestling competition. We'll see how it plays out. Catch you guys on the next one.
I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he was an arm wrestler, man. In the gym working hard, man. We got the Mountain West tournament going, and we got arm wrestling. I can't wait to see. What do you guys think about that?
Also, Andres runs marathons too, so this dude can do anything.
Yeah, he's quite the athlete, and the cool thing about it is that he loves reporting it and sharing that information and that knowledge with the audience. I mean, arm wrestling, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't know, man. That I've never heard of somebody doing arm wrestling before, and I think it's kind of cool. You ask me. But let's get into the next segment here. Angie, why don't you tell us what we have up next?
Yes, we have another UNLV here, Thomas Gabo, telling us more about the World Baseball Classic.
Kicked off last week, March 4th, and Team USA is looking to get back to the championship game where they previously lost to Japan in 2023. Let's take a look at what they're doing in the tournament so far. With the addition of 2 Cy Young winners from last year, reigning AL MVP Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper, Team USA has the right kind of team to make a run against other powerhouses like Japan and the DR. Looking at Game 1 against Brazil on March 6th, Captain Judge got the scoring started for the red, white, and blue as they went on to win 15-5. Brazil's own 17-year-old phenom Lucas Ramirez, son of Red Sox legend Manny Ramirez, hit 2 home runs to account for most of the scoring. Game 2 for the USA took place on March 7th, where they went on to win against Great Britain 9-1. Tarek Skubal, who said that this would be his only pitching appearance, is dealing with a contract dispute, pitched 3 innings, earning 5 strikeouts and 2 hits. Phillies' Kyle Schwarber hit a monster 3-run home run in the 5th inning that sent the Brits spiraling as they could not recover from the deficit. Game 3 versus Mexico was the best game of the tournament so far for the USA, as Paul Skeens of the Pirates pitched a gem for Team USA. Skeens finished with 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, while striking out 7. AL East's Aaron Judge and Roman Anthony both hit home runs, and Bobby Witt Jr.'s highlight reel defensively shut down Mexico as Team USA went on to win 5-3. Game 4 versus Italy did not go the U.S.'s way as they lost in upset fashion 8-6. Mets' Nolan McClellan gave up multiple home runs early on, and USA manager Mark DeRosa seemed to have not understand the situation at hand, because if USA lost this game, they would have to relied on Italy to beat Mexico just to advance to the quarterfinal. Luckily, Italy did just that for the USA as they will advance to face Canada in the quarterfinal.
I'll tell you guys, I've been following the Classic, man, and it's been interesting. I've been seeing the Dominican Republic do their thing, the US do their thing. I've been seeing everybody really, Shohei Ohtani in Japan do their thing. So it's been fun to watch, man.
Yeah, definitely, JMO. Speaking of that, actually the U.S. did beat Canada today at the quarterfinals, so they're going to be facing the Dominican Republic. So that's going to be a fun matchup to watch too.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Talk to us, Vince. Have you been keeping track with the World Baseball Classic?
You know, I got so involved with going through all of the Olympic stuff and now spring training out here in Arizona that I completely forgot that there was a World Baseball Classic going on. But since you bring that up, exciting stuff, and the weather is starting to heat up, so it is perfect weather for baseball. Just make sure you hydrate. What's going on tomorrow morning?
Well, of course, tomorrow morning is our radio show with Varsity Sports. It's on KDUS AM 160, always been on Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. We have a bunch of guests. Obviously, this week has been heavy on UNLV, so you'll hear all of us tomorrow telling all about you guys on our topics. and also with influencer Dominic Naughty, who will be joining our in-person guest, Craig Baker. So it's going to be a fun one tomorrow.
Indeed.
Nice job. Take us out. Great job, you guys.
Yeah, so it's been a fun one hosting this show. I know it was a little light, but we had so much fun here. Thanks, obviously, with my co-host, JMO Johnson, and obviously Vince Delicio, and then obviously our wonderful producer behind the scenes, Marla Mundo from UNLV. So it's been a fun time, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
It's Friday Night Live with Vince pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live.